Amidst ongoing tensions, President Vladimir Putin has intensified his demands for Ukrainian territory, reiterating that Russia will only cease its military operations if Kyiv's forces withdraw from regions claimed by Moscow. This stance aligns with Putin's long-standing pursuit of legal recognition for the territories Russia has forcibly seized, including the Crimean Peninsula and the Donbas region, comprising Luhansk and Donetsk. Putin's comments during a trip to Kyrgyzstan, where he accused Kyiv of a relentless fight to the last Ukrainian, echoed his belief that Russia retains the initiative on the battlefield. He emphasized that the conflict would conclude only when Ukrainian troops vacate their contested territories, threatening further military action if this condition is not met. However, Russia's slow progress in eastern Ukraine has incurred significant human costs, with the Institute for the Study of War estimating that it would take Moscow nearly 2 more years to secure the remaining parts of the Donetsk region. This development comes as the US and Ukraine engage in intense diplomatic discussions, with a potential peace plan drafted in October by American and Russian officials. The plan, initially favoring Moscow's demands, has been revised but still falls short of addressing the contentious issue of occupied territories, a critical point of contention between Moscow and Kyiv. Putin has indicated that the revised plan could serve as a foundation for a future agreement to end the war, but he stressed the need to clarify specific points in diplomatic terms. The possibility of recognizing Crimea and the Donbas as under Russian de facto control without legal acknowledgement is a topic of discussion with US officials, according to Putin. A US delegation, including Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, is expected in Moscow, with potential involvement from President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. In contrast, Ukraine's presidential aide, Andriy Yermak, announced a visit by U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll to Kyiv. Trump's recent remarks suggested that only a few disagreements remain between Russia and Ukraine, contingent on a peace deal. Putin's disdain for the Ukrainian leadership, deemed illegitimate, was evident in his comments, implying no value in signing documents with them. The ongoing martial law in Ukraine, imposed since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, has prevented scheduled elections. Putin also dismissed European leaders' warnings of potential Russian attacks on the European continent in the coming decades, finding the notion amusing. The White House and Trump have expressed optimism about the diplomatic efforts for peace talks, while Europeans remain skeptical about Putin's genuine commitment to ending the war. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen criticized Russia's adherence to a post-World War II mindset, viewing the European continent as a sphere of influence where nations could be divided.